day 48 of my daily challenge, which is to train and learn. Today is Saturday the 19th of February 2022. The training today, another beautiful beach day down here, so beach run, enjoying the scenery when the running's not happening. So yeah, about a 7k beach run today. And the lesson for today is about planning. And I've just spoken to an awesome lady who's about to swim to Rottnest. There's a race where I am from Perth to Rottnest, basically, which is an island 20 kilometres off the coast. And every year a heap of swimmers swim it in either teams, or a few who are willing to challenge themselves that far will do it in a solo swim. And I've done the paddle quite a few times with the swimmers, particularly my wife, who I've spoken about before, who has done 9 solo crossings in the race and won it 3 or 4 times, I think. But this lady's awesome. She's about to do her first solo crossing. She's done all the training. She's prepared and she's nervous, and it's a week away, which is to be expected. I think it's really good to be nervous, because it means you're ready and you're thinking about it. Planning, from a planning point of view, I want to talk about SOAR planning as an acronym, which is SOAR. So S in the planning is about the situation. So the situation we know, things we know at the moment are we're going to swim 19.5 kilometres from the Australia to Rottnest, the island off Perth here. The things we don't know at the moment, we have an idea of what the weather's going to be, but we can't be certain. The currents, we'll be looking at the currents as it's coming up, but we're getting more of a clearer and clearer picture of the situation as it gets closer. So as far as planning goes, that's the situation, that's what's happening. We know the start time is 6 AM and we know where we're starting and what time we need to be there. The objective, so otherwise known as the mission in other circles, but the objective in this case is to swim solo non-stop to Rottnest. And I'll say that again, it's really important, just to swim solo non-stop till we get to Rottnest. And I'm going to go back to that. So the actions, so SOAR, so the actions are that she's done the training. She's done a heap of training leading up to it. She's got plans for food, drink stops on the way, different things. So we know how we've got a plan for feeding her drinks from the boat, and I'll be paddling on the ski. So part of the actions contingency planning as well is that I'll have food and drinks with me on the ski in case we can't find the boat or the boat can't get close enough at some times. Contingency planning, again, we've got set drink stops, but contingency planning, if she needs one thing or the other, or she's got backup food, different types of food, different types of sugary drinks to have towards the end, but if she needs those earlier, we'll do it. So as you might be getting the picture here, the actions, we have a set action, plan A for drink stops. We have plan B, we have things we can do to adjust. We can even come up with a plan C, but we know the actions are flexible. And from previous experience with this race, it will be flexible on the day, and we'll do whatever is best for her. The R is for resources, coordination, communication. The resources we need, the main ones we need is a boat. We need a paddle, ski and a paddler, which is me. And we've got the swimmer with all her equipment, so cap, goggles, right bathers for the job, probably whale fat type stuff for the keeping warm through the swim. So we've got all that equipment, the coordination and the communication between myself and the boat, and making sure we all meet up at the start of the swim. She starts on the line, I find her in the ocean, and I find the boat out to sea. So we've worked that out as well. So we've got SOAR all sorted with contingency planning. Now the objective, the O, and I've just spoken to her on the phone, the objective or the mission in this case is not going to change. No matter what happens, events are going to happen, the weather might be different to what we expected, we might have to change the food and drinks. The objective is to swim non-stop to Rottnest. In her mind, we're going to Rottnest no matter what, we're going to get there. She's going to complete this solo because it's a huge challenge. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be enjoyable. And there's one thing she has to remember, is the objective, swimming non-stop to Rottnest. So we don't care. The wind goes against us for half the day, or whether it takes 4 hours or 12 hours, the objective does not change. Everything else is a little bit flexible, but stick to that objective and we'll get there. So that's in its simplest form is SOAR planning, and that's what I would really think applies to this situation, and it applies to any situation. You can do it in 5 seconds in your head, as I've just done there, or in a more detailed plan, which she's got the detailed action plans and things ready to go. But my job on the ski will be reminding her of the objective, and she knows the objective, and that's her one focus. So you feel free to use that that plan layout. It works for tactical teams, it works for special forces teams, in slightly different terminology, but it applies to everything. It's been tried, tested, and it's absolutely, in my mind, the best planning you can do. We teach it to businesses, teams and leaders and things like that. And I'll put the link below for our business consulting company, but it works absolutely brilliantly and the results are huge. So remember that, SOAR, S-O-A-R, the objective is the key, and the rest will make it work. That's the thought for today. See you tomorrow.